This is so neat. We're back on Watani grasslands. Go do some training work. I'm in the back of a truck with Wendy again. I see a bucket with some food, some produce, some hay. Oh, I see a Stacy. You see the rhinos? Are you showing them the rhinos? How cool is that? Hi, rhinos. This is awesome. So we have a really fun episode. This is a taped episode. Because remember, Watani grasslands is kind of tough. And although you're seeing some really big animals, we're going to be focusing on another different type of big animal in a minute. Ooh, they're ready for you, Miss Tamara. They're ready for you.
Yeah.
And who's who here? Getting the boss.
Kit and Magoo on the right.
Kit and Magoo.
And Jojo on the left.
So Kit and Magoo. You guys remember Magoo? And remember Jojo? We met Jojo. We were here when Jojo was named. How exciting is that? And Jojo's the little one there. That's Magoo you're looking at now. Tamara's going to be pitching some hay to them. And this is all just bonus footage, guys. This is just bonus footage here at Zoo EDventures. Mondays, Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Wendy's behind the camera getting some amazing shots of Magoo there.
Sorry, I'm rhino hypnotized.
Well, you're supposed to be. Look at those noises. Listen to those noises.
I mean,
Yeah, they get a little aggressive with food.
Oh.
Well, you know,
Oversnack.
it's kind of like we are.
I mean,
Wendy and I get a little aggressive with food too.
I completely understand.
It is what it is. So you said that's Kit
Yeah, Kit's
on the
short.
right?
Yeah, she's a little shorter.
Yep.
That's actually Kit's mom, Linda.
That's right, Linda is Kit's mom. So they're having a little mother-daughter squabble
Yeah.
here. And here comes Jojo. Did you show him Jojo? Have you seen Jojo yet on the camera?
Hi, Jojo.
We figure even though we've come to show you something else that's really exciting, something that's kind of special at the North Carolina Zoo, how do you not share rhinos with you as well? I'm Steve.
It's like when like at home when I call the dog to come with, I mean, she just said, come on, Kit, and they just follow.
They follow, you know where the food is. Are the babies still nursing tomorrow?
Yes,
Just
they are. Yeah,
as a
they'll
bonus?
nurse for about a year.
Oh, really? A
They
year?
actually nurse longer, but with Bonnie and Nani, they nurse about a year.
About a year, okay.
Yep.
That's so neat.
Never get
What was that all about, Kit? A little snort. So much fun. Southern white rhinos, obviously nothing white about them. We've talked about the wallowing and getting all that mud and wonderful Randolph red clay all over them. Acting as a bug repellent. Oh, look at that.
She had a spider crawling on her back.
She had a spider. So that's Jojo. Are those some of the things that you work with? Kind of get them used to being touched and
Yep.
being around?
Exactly. Target.
Very early training.
Little target. Look at that. And she did. She stopped right for you on your hand.
Yep. So she knows how to target my hand and also a ball.
Wow, okay.
Now. She knows how to open her mouth as well. We get
Already?
Yep.
I'll tell you what,
She's not
keep
the
her tomorrow.
greatest.
Well, that's okay.
You might want to repeat what she's saying. I'm not sure if we heard
She's
that.
okay. She said she targets to her hand and to a ball, and we'll talk about the training in a little bit. And that she also is working on open mouth, so you can look inside. She said that's still new, so she's learning that one. She's not quite there yet with the open mouth, but she's getting there.
She
So
is
again,
paying attention to her.
She is. She's really focused on Tamara. That's a part of that relationship building, that bond building between the animals.
She just squeaked.
Did she? I talked right over it, didn't I? The tactile is also very important. So even though it just looks like she's quote unquote petting her, all that touch, all that tactile interaction is important.
Jojo. Good girl. Good girl.
All that positive reinforcement.
Jojo.
Squeaking.
Did it squeak again? Yeah. So you could hear it. I couldn't hear it again.
Girl.
So here comes. So Tamara's going to do the open mouth, I think. See if she'll show a little bit of it.
Promise to get their heads between their own side of the cables.
Oh, there's the
There you
squeak.
go. Mouth. Mouth.
Oh, looky there. So that was mouth.
I said, still work in progress.
Congratulations. That's
wonderful.
fantastic. That is really cool.
I mean, I'm sure our digital guests have tried to train a puppy before.
Yeah.
Now, much larger than a puppy,
Well,
You haven't seen
but
my own
same
dog.
sort of
Tamara.
ages. Same sort of ages. So, you know, this is just her being able to follow and listen and
That was
the
really cool.
touching.
Yeah, all
That's
that.
wonderful. That
All
open mouth
that.
was pretty awesome.
that was neat.
Which
So
comes in handy later when they're older and might have teeth or dental issues.
Oh, great point. So JoJo's 7 months oldish.
Born February,
So February, March,
February 20th.
April, May, June, July, August. That's 6 months.
Yep.
Oh, you count.
I had to show you counting. Because I do the same thing.
So about 6 months old. So all that touching behavior is important, right, Tamara?
Yes.
We were telling our digital guests that that's really important.
Yes, it is. They love getting rubbed on, so which works out good because we actually use tactile for reinforcement.
Oh, really?
Yes. So sometimes I think we probably do too much rubbing without asking for behavior because obviously they love it, and so
Sure.
we love to rub on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we're trying to, like, especially with these young ones, trying to use tactile reinforcement a little more than the food.
So the tactile is a reinforcer. It's like
Yes,
a
it is.
reward. You've done something good.
Yeah.
You like this. Let me share this with you.
Exactly.
Nice. How cool is that?
I
So
mean,
it's not all about
a good,
food.
A good shoulder massage
Oh.
for us, or like,
Think about the gift certificates to the spa
yes,
spa
I
place.
mean that is tactile reinforcement at
It
its
sure
finest.
is. So touching all over, around the mouth, around the face. She touched the horn. She was doing the leg a minute ago. All that, just to make sure that the animal is aware. That we could hear that one.
She's like, I don't know.
Very cool. And then keep her Stacy over there getting the water
Yeah,
bottles.
she's been cleaning
Water
all
jugs all
those
cleaned
water
up.
jugs over there.
Yeah.
And if you think about tactile down the road, you think about they might have an injury, they
Sure.
might have an abscess, they might have a fly bite. They could
Yep.
have anything, and you might have to put medication on it or just touch it to see if it's tender.
Yep.
And they'll come right up to you and let you do that for reinforcement, which is wonderful.
And it doesn't always have to be food either. It's not always
Yeah.
a food reinforcer, as Tamara just said.
I think I told you that story about the beluga whale I worked
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
His favorite reinforcer, most of them wanted the fish or the squid. He wanted you to scratch his tongue.
I was just sticking my tongue out. Did you see
Yeah.
that? It's in the mask. Again, I was,
He would when you would ask him to do a behavior, he would come up to the edge of the pool, he would open his mouth really big, and you would stick both hands in there because they have a very large mouth, and you would scratch their
No
tongue
kidding.
like a rake.
did I tell you I was spit on by a beluga once?
Okay.
It was a trained behavior even.
Stacy's gonna continue to fill up water tubs. Cootie are right there. So.
Oh, let's go
go.
do it.
Yep.
Maybe this is the greatest time to tell him what we're doing today, Steve.
Rhino,
Yeah, we didn't
Watani,
come for Rhino.
Stacy, water.
Tamara is our surprise.
That's right. Tamara is going to do something more than just train the JoJo. Believe it or not, that was all totally unplanned.
That was extra.
So how cool is that? You guys got to see some of the training with the rhinos that we didn't even know was going to happen. So that's really exciting. We're going to go meet one of the Kudu, and Tamara is training the Kudu as well, and some really neat behaviors. So stick around for a second and check this out. So you can see Tamara's filling up those feed pans. Let's see what she's going to do with those feed pans. Looks like she's a waitress. Oh, there she goes.
It looked like fancy granola, but I
It did
know it
look like
wasn't.
You guys want to stay right there?
Yep.
Yep.
So Tamara asked us to stay here. So she's doing some work with the kudu. Remember guys, this is a prey species. This is a species that other animals eat in the wilds of Africa.
I'm pretty sure my selfie stick probably looks a little bit
I wonder if I come on that. Can I?
rifle-ish.
I'm gonna cut you off for a second. Maybe they can see it less. So the kudu is one of the largest antelope species in the world. As a matter of fact, kind of depending on how you count it, they're the second or the third largest in the world.
So one was brave, and here comes the other.
Yeah, the other ones say, "Oh, it's okay. Those strange people over there are all right." Now they're not used to Wendy. They're not used to me. They know Tamara, of course. Tamara is the keeper here. We're on the Watani grasslands, the North Carolina Zoo, a 40-acre habitat. So Tamara, guys, meet keeper Tamara here. Tamara, you were filling those pans with, it looked like granola.
Yeah, pretty much what we have is some of the grain.
Oh, it's a grain, okay.
Yep, and all that was grain. I put just a little bit of sweet feed in there.
Oh, of course you did. That's
Yep.
awesome.
It just helps them it's an extra little treat for them.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't give them too much.
Okay.
But yeah.
What would you normally use that for?
The sweet feed or the?
No, feeding in the bowl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so pretty much the reason I like to feed them in the pans like that is because I'm trying to actually, sorry.
You just put the mask in the heat.
I can't really talk very well with this mask on.
It is harder than you think, guys. Moving around and come back out here.
Let me turn the radio off. And so right now I'm trying to I feed them in pans so I can eventually medicate in the future. So the plan usually is I can lay out the pans right near them.
Okay.
And they'll come up and I can kind of see how they're standing.
Yeah.
And I'll try to line them with the ones where they're at. I know that doesn't exactly make a whole lot of sense.
So, but you see where they are and where they might come over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
pick out different individuals that you might need to medicate in case, they have I don't know, are they sprain ankles?
Yeah, exactly. We've actually had several of them that's had lameness issues.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, it's a big habitat, so.
Yeah, exactly. The Kudu are known to get hurt. Sundrop, she's coming right now.
That sounds kind of like you.
Yeah, I'm known to get hurt too.
Yeah, these gals are always, they do get hurt a lot, but it's only specific ones like Sundrop. She has a really pretty
Just a
severe
little
lameness.
clumsy.
Yeah. And so I was able to medicate her this way. This was the reason I wanted to continue to do this is
Sure.
hopefully I can get them all to come up, and then if I can target one to medicate, as they're getting older, if they have arthritis or anything.
And you were able to put the medicine in the food?
Yep,
Or on top of the
exactly.
food, kind of like a powder or
Yep.
something?
And so, what the vet prescribes is a butte powder.
Okay.
And it's very flavorful for them. They don't mind it too much.
Oh, cool.
They seem to enjoy it.
You guys like medicine? You guys like medicine?
My mom used to crush up aspirin and grape jelly when I was a
In
kid.
grape jelly?
Oh,
When I was a kid.
Interesting.
I always thought the children's aspirin tasted okay.
Yeah. Well, no, it was when it was like the real aspirin.
Oh, the bitter, more
Yeah.
bitter.
So she put it in grape jelly.
Interesting.
And you can see right now, we'll say these four, the
They
ones
are-
always come up.
So you're
we got-
lined up pretty as peach.
Yep, we got Twix on the right, Tootsie, you see that yellow tag?
Yeah.
We got Lulu, and then now Sundrop's kind of changed positions now. And of course we got Brisket coming up.
I see that. Is that that's a fringed
That's a
oryx?
fringed
Is that right?
oryx. So she loves to help with my training sessions.
Oh, really?
So if there's any food nearby, she'll be right spot on right
No
there.
kidding. Well,
Yes.
that's all right. That's all right.
And so I try to be careful with her. Obviously, she's very dangerous. She's got those
I
horns.
see those horns. I don't think I want to.
Mm.
Yeah, she
I
can
don't
keep
even have to
those
zoom
horns.
in too far to see those horns.
No.
And these
she'll
are all.
come right on up, actually.
Will she really?
Yeah, and it looks like the other ladies will not.
I think this is amazing, Tamara,
So-
that they're even. And we were mentioning this is a prey species, so
Yeah.
to be able to have
Yeah.
strangers this close is pretty impressive. That you've been able to kind of desense them to just this even.
In the summer months, I mean, especially this year since the rhinos been off the habitat, you can see how much grass we've got.
Yeah.
We're not, honestly, we're feeding all our animals about two to 3 buckets of grain,
Really?
which in the wintertime, we feed them about 8 to 9.
Because
Yeah.
they're able to eat
have
out
plenty
here.
of
They have
grass.
a buffet.
Wow, how cool is that,
Yeah.
guys? So they're getting that natural food.
And that they're really usually not even motivated to train at this point because there's
They're-
so much food out here. They're like, they're not, it's not too exciting. Thank goodness Twix, these 4 always come up, which is great.
Yeah.
Hopefully when the temperature's getting a little colder,
Yeah.
if I continue to work on this, they will start getting more interest in coming up and everything.
Gotcha. Well, I can't imagine tomorrow. I mean, you were over here, you're handling, you're touching JoJo and things, and she's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you're able to touch any of these animals, are you?
Yep. Actually, we got.
You can
there's-
touch these?
Yes, I can. There's a couple, not all of them, but Twix is one of them. And then we got
Really?
Lulu. She actually will come up sometimes to do a little training, and Tootsie as well.
What are the chances you can do that for us?
I don't know. What do I get out of it?
Shout out. Fame, fortune.
and no
Fortune.
fortune.
Yeah, let's do that.
You can try it?
We'll try.
It's exciting.
Give me just a second.
Awesome.
I'll pull
Absolutely.
Twix over
How
here.
cool is that? 'Cause you saw her. She's working with the big rhino, JoJo touching. Water buck over here.
We've got
Can I hold 'em?
Audience.
Can I hold the water buck?
You gotta go lower, lower, up, 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 up. Keep going, keep going. A little bit more. Okay, right there. Now move
So-
it towards you. There you go.
So as you can see here, the water buck,
These tiny water
you
bugs.
tiny little water buck I've had in my hand. They're grand little animals. You can see a little tiny white dot right on the back side of the butt. Acts like kind of a signaling device as they run away. See these little horns, the lyre-shaped horns? Can you see them here? Fascinating animals.
Okay.
Let's let them go.
Let's be adults. Let's be adults. Let's move over here a
sorry.
little bit so we don't scare them.
So again, they
Our
don't
jokes
know.
are scary.
Our jokes are scary. So they don't know Wendy and I, remember. So she's going to try to get Twix over. As she
And it
mentioned,
might not happen.
during COVID, there's been a lot more hands-off with some of the animals as far as the specific training
And that's
is
to
happening.
protect
That's
the
to
animals.
protect the animals from us.
Because vets and scientists are still learning
Yep.
what COVID can and can't do.
Right.
So we wanted to make sure
Yep.
we are protecting our animals.
And we weren't
our-
really sure
and
this
our
was even
people.
going to be able to get this far along, to even have them
Yeah.
come out when they did. So how exciting to work on this.
Brisket looks very interested.
Brisket. Brisket's a fringe-eared oryx. This is your first alert system in Africa. If they get a little bit nervous, they begin to
She comes, I
step
think.
away. So Twix is who she's calling. Twix is one of the females. We only have female kudu on habitat right now.
Why is that?
We don't want to breed them right now. We don't want to be breeding any animals at this point. It'd be hard to transfer animals from place to place. So they don't want to be doing a whole lot of that.
It's like tennis, Steve. We have to whisper. It's like
Back in.
tennis. Here comes the amazing.
So here comes Twix, and you guys may not see it. You might be able to see the ears around Tamara's shoulders.
This is amazing. I'm gonna step up here.
How cool is this? Look at that beautiful chevron pattern on the face.
She's very pretty.
She is. Wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Got to have the
that
right
was-
kind of
that was
lettuce.
Improper. No, none of
No,
this
not
lettuce
that lettuce isn't good
is
either.
good enough.
I don't want this lettuce. Give
I
me
mean,
another piece of lettuce.
How
Give me that one.
dare you, Tamara?
That lettuce? Yeah. That's okay,
That
I
one
guess.
was better.
That was a little yummier.
Fresher. I mean, let's be honest, Steve. To work in this kind of heat,
Yes?
you need to have fresh treats.
You need to have fresh treat, and it's got to be cool, chilled a little bit maybe.
Yeah. I want to be able to pick my treats in this heat.
Look at Twix looking at you and me. Like, what's going on here?
Look at it. I mean, I'm sure it's because our jokes are really funny.
There's that tactile. There's that touching. So if they ever had to do a shot or they wanted to investigate the neck, being able to touch it that way. And guys, I can't stress enough, and I've said it a couple times already, this is an animal that's eaten by other animals in Africa.
No, this animal, his whole life is to run away from things.
And look how calm Twix is with Tamara.
It's great training.
That just shows you the level of dedication, the level of passion, the level of cooperation, the level of
And
bonding, all
trust.
that. Trust is a great
That
word
is
too.
so much trust.
And again, Twix doesn't know Wendy and me at all. So to have her be this close is
She's a
really,
handsome gal.
really cool.
I have seen this
And a
backpack
couple more.
before, Steve.
A couple more steps closer.
Wonderful.
That's fine. You want lettuce today. Somebody's being picky today. They don't want the lettuce.
We were commenting
We were
on
commenting,
that
it's
lettuce just
gotta be
wasn't
just
good
right.
enough.
She's not eating a whole lot today.
Can you tell us how old, so I'll be repeating some of this for you guys. How old is Twix?
Let me think. How old are you, Twix? I believe, am I correct, around 6 years old?
6 years old. I don't know, she reacted like, no, I'm not that old yet.
Yeah, no.
So
yeah.
6 year old, she's a female.
You a target? Good girl.
Remember target, guys? So through positive reinforcement and operant conditioning, when Tamara asks for that behavior, for example, target, put the nose on the target, get the bridge, we call it in the
And
science
her
world.
bridge in this case is her saying good,
Good girl, yep.
instead of a clicker or a whistle that
Yeah.
you might hear with a whale trainer.
Yep.
And
So that,
pretty much, yeah, a couple things that she does is like target, and then right now I'm holding my hand flat. So that means she puts her nose on it and she holds there.
oh, she stays there when you do that one.
Hold. Good girl.
So it's a different behavior. So target to the fist, hold on the open hand. So then she gets the bridge. You did a good job, and then the reinforcement comes. So that's what positive reinforcement or operant conditioning. Positive reinforcement, they only get that positiveness that happens afterwards. There's a reward that comes when you successfully completed the behavior that was asked for.
Hold.
And in this instance, there's no need to have any kind of negative. If she doesn't, if Twix were to refuse to do it or choose not to do it, then she doesn't get the reward. That's it. She still gets her diet, but she doesn't get the reward.
What our digital guests aren't seeing is in Tamara's right hand, she has actually a needle.
Oh, good catch.
And so when she's asking Twix to hold, she's actually touching Twix's neck with that needle. And it actually is a real needle this time.
It's
now
a blunted needle,
she's
she
had
said.
to work up to that. I'm sure at first it was just the syringe, just the plastic, and then
To
it
show the
was
presence.
touching with the plastic, and then maybe a toothpick or something, and then to the needle. So, and holding, if she needs to draw blood from Twix or give her an injection, Twix will hold.
So she's saying, so Tamara's saying no, because she
Yeah.
didn't quite hold long enough.
And she didn't get a treat. You notice
And then-
that? She has to hold.
And obviously, Twix is comfortable with this. She's choosing to participate.
Yeah.
She could walk away at any time.
She could kick her right in the head if she wanted to and run away.
So
But
there's the touch. Just let her know it's coming.
How amazing that is to be able to put a needle in a prey animal's
Right there on the
neck.
neck.
with trust. Great relationship, great
Awesome
training.
building of that,
Awesome
of that
animal.
relationship, of that trust that nothing bad's going to happen.
Yeah,
Since she's not eating her lettuce today.
gotta get
Hi,
something
Twix.
different snack because
Kudu.
the lettuce
Lots of
isn't
green
cutting
beans
it.
in here,
Those
too.
big, huge ears. She going to come over here to us
She's
even?
coming. She's right behind
She's
you.
coming right to you, Tamara. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Hi, Twix.
You left your bag though.
She's right here.
Stay here for a second.
Oh my goodness.
Good
So
girl.
target is touched, and then she gets over that gets the reinforcer.
Right here for a second.
Hi, Twix.
Those ears.
Look at the feet.
Listening to Tamara and us at the same time.
Yep. Now she's
So
gonna have to turn
first
around.
I got a backpack here. This
Yeah.
is actually to mimic an ultrasound bag.
So that bag is to mimic an ultrasound. So it lets Twix become comfortable with having that out there, and then a jump rope.
It does sort of look like a tube
Yeah.
with a ultrasound machine.
It's an ultrasound machine that's being mimicked. You don't want to bring one out here all the time. You don't have to. So if you
Oh,
can
she
still,
doesn't want a green bean
You
either.
want green beans?
she kind of turned her nose up almost at that. Literally, almost turned her nose up at it, didn't she? I don't
She
think
said,
so.
I don't want to.
I
I
don't
like
think
the
so.
squash. Give me zucchini.
So give you guys perspective. She's not 7 feet away from us right now.
Yeah, I'm not zoom. Let's see. I am.
Target.
She's about 6 feet away
Look at
from
that.
us.
I mean, I am right. Oh, there's the touch. Can you see that, Wendy?
Yes.
So, and you can see this here. Her, she's
Girl.
reacting. She's staying still. She
So
got the
yes.
good. She got the good girl. So that means something good is coming.
Touch. What I'm trying to do. Good girl. I try to wait until she stops moving. She
Okay.
does her little shaking thing.
Yeah.
Because you know they do that when flies get on them. And so they're trying to shake what it is off, you know.
Okay.
And so what I'm trying to do is actually reinforce her or bridge her as soon as she stops moving.
Mm-hmm.
Touch.
So if you didn't hear, and I think you might have, but she's waiting. She doesn't want her to kind of
Good
flinch,
girl. There
just like
you
she might
go.
with a fly or something. So she kind of waits until everything's calm. She's not moving around, and then the reinforcer comes.
I'm using you as shade
Oh,
for
I'm
the
sorry.
camera.
Okay, sounds good.
It's getting hot.
Amazing. Oh, she spit that
Green
green
bean
bean
out.
out. It was in her mouth, and she went, "No, I don't think so." There's another one,
Touch.
and there's the touch. Oh, you can actually do hoof stuff too.
Yeah. I've been working on foot. Touch. Good girl. I can tell she's actually a little lame on that foot today. She's kind of been holding it up, so
Yeah,
we'll
okay.
kind of inspect it.
Yeah. Can take a look at it.
Foot. Good girl.
Those of you that have been around horses know that doesn't come automatic. That takes a lot of trust, a lot of hope, a lot of faith, a lot of bond building there.
This is so cool.
Touch. Foot. Good girl.
So going to clean out the hoof a little bit.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on cleaning between her hose because they get a lot of mud between their hose.
Really?
Touch. Good job.
Gosh, I mean, this is
But I noticed-
so amazing.
She got a little swelling on part of on the bottom.
So you
of
can
her foot, just a
so
little bit.
being this close, you can tell there's even a little bit of swelling.
Mhm.
Interesting. And this is one more benefit, I guess, of being able to get close, at
Yeah,
least
it
to
is.
Twix, and you said
Yeah.
a couple of the other ones as well, from time to time.
What you looking at? Your touch.
So,
Good job.
how long have you been working with Twix? Ish.
I've been actually working as when she was a youngster.
Really?
Yep. She never got any colostrum from her mom.
Oh,
and So
really?
we had to catch her up several times to do blood transfusion. Good girl.
So she didn't get colostrum, guys. If you
Yeah.
didn't hear that, that's a very important protein from the mom when they're first born. When they're nursing, they're getting that colostrum from the mothers. in the mother's milk.
And so I took advantage of the situation. Good girl. And because she seemed to be really comfortable with people.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, I'm going to go work with her because it would be nice to have one kudu that, at least a kudu that we can start with, to work on this kind of stuff. And she's been awesome because she's actually been, let me think, lost my train of thought.
It's easy to do sometimes out here.
Yeah.
And you are touching a kudu. You are training. It's okay to lose your train of thought when you're handling a kudu.
But, good girl. I should actually do good this time. The last time I worked with her, she didn't do quite as good on that foot. So
Really?
I'm pretty happy. She has her days like we do.
Absolutely.
Some days she'll want to do it, sometimes she don't.
Yep.
And now you can tell she's holding up the foot, so I'm not going
I
to ask
see
her
that.
to
Yep.
hold up
You don't
the
want to have
other
that weight transfer. You don't want to worry about that. She is amazing. She's 6 years old, you said.
one. Yep. 6 to 8, something like that.
In there
I'm bad
somewhere?
with their ages, honestly.
Hi, kudu.
We all do that.
Well, hi.
It's, like when you meet them, they stay that age forever.
How are you?
I know.
I just got kissed by a kudu. I don't want to move. Hi.
Oh, you're gonna boop the snoot.
Hi. This is
Hi.
Tamara. This is amazing.
Yeah, she's a
Hi.
good girl. She actually, it was like a little over a year ago, she actually developed pneumonia.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and so because she was, well,
Hi.
we found out today she had pneumonia, and the only way,
I don't have anything for her.
And we can't touch her because we don't have gloves on.
Right, no.
Yeah.
She touched us.
Yep.
We didn't go to her.
she's like, I think I'm done for now.
We're done.
I'll tell you what, that's an
okay.
amazing session.
was amazing.
For,
Yeah.
for us, I hope it was for you.
Yeah, she's actually really good.
So would you call that a success?
For the most part, yeah. I think on the grade like 1 to 5, I'll say maybe 4.
That was a 4.
Yeah.
It gets better than that.
Yeah, she
better
does.
than
She has her days. Like I said,
Okay.
like lately in the summer, like they're not eating quite as much. So
Okay.
the motivation's not quite there.
Oh, I see.
But she came immediately. Well, it came pretty good for
Yes,
the
she
most
did.
part. She usually, once she hears her name, I mean, she usually
knows
beelines
what she's
for me.
doing.
But today she didn't quite as fast today.
Gotcha.
That's all right.
You rank it on like a 1 to 5 scale for a reason, right? So this training that you just did will actually go on record in your training records.
Yep. We do have a training record. You know, kind of listing like the date, what we're feeding
Mm-hmm.
them, and then what behavior we're working on. And so we actually, but this one worked on different behaviors. You know, the target.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
hold.
even the feed out there. Coming
So
to
they sort of get a grade. So
Oh, good way to think about it.
so it got like a B. Like
Yeah.
a 4 would be sort of like a B-ish.
Yeah.
Well, I would have graded that higher than that. Never seen it before. That was amazing to me.
Yeah,
So
we'd
there
be
were some
able
other
to
things,
do-
so like a little bit slower and it wasn't quite as responsive. Maybe those are the kind of
Yeah.
things that you'll kind of begin to iron out and
Yep.
and kind of get gone
Yeah.
from her behavior. That was really amazing, though.
Yeah, it was actually when she had pneumonia. We actually was able to do voluntary radiographs with her.
Really,
She's
you could do
pretty awesome
X-rays
of her lungs.
from through
Standing
training.
up. Yep. She did great. You know, we did
That's
several
so
times.
cool.
X-rays. That's amazing. So did you have like a what do they call those? The sheets? The what do they call the X-ray
Oh yeah.
The plate.
plate?
Yep. So what we had
Thank
set
you.
up is we had the stall set up like we had a wall right here.
Okay.
Wall right here. So we had a couple hay bales set up.
Yeah.
We had a plate right in front of it.
Yeah.
And so what we had her do is walk right to where the plate is.
No kidding.
And the vet techs would kind of let me know exactly how far and how I can move her back or forward. Just
And
to
you
get
were
him.
able to stop her,
Yep.
hold,
Yep.
get the shot.
She was
See,
awesome.
Something that you wouldn't think would be a significant behavior like a hold can be so many different things at
Yes.
different
Yeah.
times.
It's not just here. It's not just
Yeah.
showing you out here what it looks like. It's not just sharing with me and Wendy. It's not just so you guys can see it. There's a lot that goes into this.
Yeah.
And so much of the training has some sort of veterinary or medical component that can be utilized down
Oh,
the
yeah.
road.
Yep.
So not always, but it's amazing. Well, even like the target, I need to move you around. I need
Yep.
to see you. I need to watch you walk. I need to move you around. Hold. I need you to stand still. I want to touch you. I want to have my hands in tactile in case there's an injury. In
Yeah.
case I need to, and then eventually maybe I do need to give you an injection.
Yeah.
I need to take blood from your neck or something like that. Guys,
We're actually able to collect blood as well.
oh, you can?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we've
You've
done
already
it
done
once.
it?
Yep, we did.
Wow.
During her pneumonia,
Right?
was able to actually collect a voluntary blood draw.
No kidding.
It wasn't exactly the way I wanted it. She actually did great. It wasn't exactly as as precise as I would like it, because that's just who I am. I like things to be
I think
like
you're
perfect.
a zookeeper, aren't you?
Yeah.
Aren't you a zookeeper?
Yeah. But yeah, she is awesome. We were able to collect blood, and
Wow.
she did great.
Congratulations on that.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations on all this. This is really neat. And I know, and you know, we have Tamara. Guys, so many of the keepers have this type of relationship with a variety of animals.
Yeah.
We met
Yeah.
Stacy earlier.
Big to
Stacy's
small.
working with some of the other rhinos out here. So they all have an animal or animals that they're working with to build up those relationships. And sometimes those behaviors can be passed off.
Yes.
And other keepers can do the same thing. So you have a keeper kind of building up that training repertoire, that training menu that they can choose from, and then
And the-
share that with other
And
keepers.
I mean, if we think about it, our digital guests at home can do this with their pets.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
You can positively reinforce your pets. And I think
Absolutely.
that Tamara and I would like to show the digital guests how they could train their animal at home.
Oh yeah. Well, we have that thing on that. Remember on Adventures and Education on that page?
Yeah.
There was some training that was done on there. I think it was either Corinne or maybe Emily did something.
Yeah, they've done some. We wanted to show
that's what
them
you're talking
right
about,
now with you. So hold please. I brought a treat for you because I know you don't want green beans.
Wait.
Uh-oh. Yeah. You don't.
What is this?
Now, I can't bring your favorite treat, so I brought something I know you like. It's M&Ms because you don't want green beans. So we normally do a craft or an activity, and so today our activity
Are you part of this?
is called the training
Maybe.
game. And Nikki has typed that up for us, and our friends that are watching
So
this.
Nikki knew too.
Oh yeah, everybody knew except you.
How many of you want to keep your job?
So we'll attach it here so you can practice this at home. Your kids can train their parents, you can train your kids. And we're gonna do something very simple. Steve's not gonna have to do anything crazy. Only Tamara and I know what he has to do. And so instead of a kudu,
Yes.
if you do something you're supposed to do, she'll
Yes.
say good.
Yes.
And if you don't, then she won't say anything.
Okay.
Okay?
So I'm going to figure out there's a behavior that
Yeah.
you're trying to train me to
Just
do.
right in this general area. You don't have to go crazy. It's not like you have to run across the field.
Training game.
The training game. You're welcome. And we're typing that it'll be for you in your activity. So
So our colleagues are sharing this information
yeah.
with them.
So instead of getting a green bean when you do a good job, you'd get an M&M, but it's too hot and melty, and so you can get the M&Ms at the end.
So I get the good now if I do what I'm supposed to.
Yep. She'll say good.
Okay. And just like an animal, I've got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And a relationship with,
Yeah.
with her.
Yep. All right.
So I'm paying attention to Tamara
Just tomorrow.
because Tamara's my trainer.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Good. Good.
So Steve is trying to figure out where that spot was. Ooh, it's kind of like hot and cold
Good.
game. It's not just your legs,
Good.
Steve. You can use different parts. Why don't you try using some of those other appendages you have?
Good. 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 Quick.
Good! So what we were going for is Steve would touch his hand to the camera.
Good job.
Nice job, trainer Tamara. Thank you so very
So
much.
the training game, you can play at home as a game with your kids.
That's cool.
You can also do it with your dog. So it's fun. It's fun to do. We actually, keepers have done it with each other because always trying to train an animal is hard.
Yep.
So learning how to do it with your fellow keepers was
Yeah.
always fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It is fun because what happens there is that the animal, the keeper, in my position, the animal, I'm got to offer behavior. I'm going to do something, and then I listen, pay attention. I get that reward. So I came close. If you guys saw, I went over here, didn't get anything, so I knew that wasn't right. Came back over here, got in front of the camera. That's what it was. I thought maybe in my hunt. Now unfortunately, I'm thinking they just want me to get in front of the camera. That's what they wanted. So that's what I was thinking. They wanted me there. But then it was I got the hint.
Yeah.
You know, which is what you could do. You could have put food in front
or,
and
or a
held it up.
pole,
Yep.
or like if
And I
you
could
were
have
a real
reached for it, and you would have
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, that's good." And this time I got the hint: use your hands. So I did that and went up, and I got the good. So that worked out really, really well. You're fired. No, that was fun. Thank you very much.
Thank you for playing tomorrow.
That
I
was
made
cool.
sure she was comfortable with it too.
No, yeah, that was good. That was fun.
But you could tell how important it is to bridge the right time because
Yes.
I could tell I wasn't even bridging the right time. Like I was,
Gotcha.
you know, wasn't doing as well as I should have, which is, you know, was great
It's
for
hard
me.
with people.
It is.
Because
I
we're
think
thinking a
it
little
is
bit more too.
different.
We're thinking
It's
a little bit
lot
more
of fun,
too.
you know?
It is fun.
It's actually, you know, it's a good learning experience.
Yeah. And things you can use
Yeah.
over time.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't always have to be M&Ms. It could be whatever else.
Reese's Cups.
Reese's
I mean,
Cups would
think
work.
about it, when your kids bring home good grades, you take them for ice cream.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a
Yeah.
positive reinforcement.
Positive
There's
reinforcement.
lots of ways that we use positive reinforcement, not just with training animals.
Without even thinking about it. Nope, that's awesome. Very good. And I got M&Ms out of the deal.
There you go.
So that's a good thing.
What did I get?
Awesome.
Oh, that's right. You're actually the.
I got
I
trained.
forgot a trainer. I was like,
I
oh
got
yeah,
trained.
okay. I get that. Yeah.
That's awesome. We'll figure out something for you. It might be rattling too much on the thing. Well, that was fun. Tamara, that was an amazing day to be able to come out on habitat here at Watani Grasslands, the 40-acre space for these animals. We met the rhinos earlier. That was totally unexpected for
Yeah.
us, so that was exciting. And then to watch the success you have with Twix. That relationship is amazing, Tamara. So many congratulations with that. And I'm sure there's other animals out here you're working with, but to see you with Twix, that was fun.
Yeah.
So thank you so very much
You're
for your
welcome.
time today.
Yeah,
I
no
hope you enjoyed
problem.
it.
Yeah. I
as
mean,
well.
it's such a.
Oh, do you have somebody you want to say hi to?
Huh?
You have somebody you want to say hi to out there?
Oh yeah, I love it. I mean, say hi to my husband Nick,
Hey, Nick.
and you know all my family and my husband's family.
Then tell them to
Trolls.
watch. Tell them to
Huh?
watch.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's cool. So you guys, some of the troll family, thank you so much for letting us have Tamara today. And you guys enjoy. All right, I think that'll wrap it up for us today for Watani Grasslands here at the North Carolina Zoo. I have my M&Ms. Beautiful space. You guys stay safe. Zoo EDventures crew, Steve in front of the camera, Wendy behind. Stay safe, and we'll see you again soon.